I was gonna record this video yesterday about how Jujutsu Kaisen is talked about all the time on Twitter. There's so much hype, everyone's going crazy. Oh, the animation's so good, the fights are so good, the story's so good. Oh, I've never seen this kind of style before, it's a whole new genre of shonen. And I was like, really? Really? What is so good about Jujutsu Kaisen? I was watching every episode each week as it was coming out, and I just thought, it's kind of mediocre. I thought it was good. I thought it was like a 7. Like, it was a mid kind of anime where it's good, but it's not good enough for you to remember. Like, I'd think it's good at the time, and I'd forget it in 2 months. I was like, is this really the anime of is this really a show, that deserves Anime of the Year award? And yesterday, I was eating ice cream, literally right before I was about to record this video, talking about how Jujutsu Kaisen is overrated. And I don't know about you guys, but literally, just when I'm eating any kind of food, I fucking whip on some YouTube, or maybe Netflix or anime, it depends what I'm feeling. I was feeling some YouTube, so I whipped on the Trash Taste podcast, being the anime fan I am. And I was listening to Garn and Connor talk about how they thought Jujutsu Kaisen was honestly one of the best animes of this year, and Connor was saying he can't wait to watch each episode. He's like absolutely hooked on it. And I was like, what the fuck is so good about this series? Why is everyone hyping it so much? And so whilst I was eating my ice cream, I thought, fuck this. I'm going to close this YouTube video for a second, and I'm going to watch the an extra episode of Jujutsu Kaisen, just to catch up a little, make sure I'm more informed about what I'm talking about here. And when I stopped watching Jujutsu Kaisen, I stopped when the anime took a break, which was around episode 12, 13, I want to say. It was just after the fight with the special grade curse that had, like, his face kind of stitched together. I'll pull up an image on screen to show you guys the fight scene I'm talking about. And when the studio took a break, that's when I took a break and kind of gave up on the series. And I decided yesterday, as I said, to watch one more episode. And up to this point, as I said, I was about to make the video saying, fuck this, the show's overrated. Like, yeah, okay, the style, the animation style is pretty cool, the animation's pretty clean, but the art style of the curses, I was like, nah, this is fucking dog shit. Even now, to be fair, I still think the style, the art style of the curses is absolutely fucking, that's just horrible. But as I said, I mean, I'm no fucking artist. It's kind of up to personal opinion at that point. It's not like on a technique-based thing. I don't know, fuck all about art. Like, that's up to the studio, I guess. But in my opinion, I'm not the biggest fan of that. But I also thought, like, at this point, the fight scenes are, they're kind of okay. Like, the animation fight scene's pretty cool, but nothing that crazy goes on. I thought the story was mediocre. I didn't think there was anything too stand out about the series, pretty much. Yesterday, I watched episode either 13 or 14, I can't remember. I said I watched one more episode, and I was like, fuck. I watched the end of the episode, I was like, shit. I can't make a video right now saying, Jujutsu Kaisen is overrated, because I was like, do I even think it's overrated anymore? I was so fucking lost. It was the first time I watched an anime, just one episode, I'd been like, what the fuck? I'm so confused as to what I feel about this series. So I was like, right, I'm gonna have to go on a fucking quest here. And instead of posting my video, this was at making my video, this was at I want to say 2 a.m. I was like, right, I've got to watch the rest of Jujutsu Kaisen. So what did I do? I fucking speed ran that shit and just binge watched from episode 12 up to episode 19 or whatever. And then by this point, it was like 5, 6 a.m. So, I didn't have time to make the video at that point anyway. And then the new episode came out today, episode 20, literally the day of the recording. And what a good episode. Oh my god, you can even tell I'm getting hyped about it. It was so good. Okay, all of what I thought before about Jujutsu Kaisen is not wrong, but I just take it back. Like, at the time, I still don't think up to episode 12 is that amazing. But now, oh my lord, the fucking fight scenes, spoilers if you haven't seen it already. So if you haven't, I'd click off the video now, because I'm about to start dropping spoilers left, right, and center, like bombshells. So pretty much in the fight with, I think Todo is his name, basically the super ripped, jack fucking muscly meathead dude, that fight absolutely fucking cracked. Like, that changed the series for me, just that fight scene alone. And even when you find out about the other school a bit more, and I can't remember their names very well, but the chick with the green hair, when you find out about her sister and the life they lived as part of, like, the Zenin family, it kind of gave me Demon Slayer vibes, to be honest. Like, on it, like, genuinely, that's kind of the vibes I was getting, but I really rated it. I was like, yo, this is getting good now. And then today in episode 20, spoilers if you haven't seen it, okay, I'm only going to talk about this for like 30 seconds, so just skip 30 seconds in the video, but Gojo, Satoru, I think is how you pronounce it, basically, Itadori's fucking sensei, he was busting out all kinds of shit today. Like, oh my lord. They've been hyping up his power for a while, and you've seen him do a little bit of stuff. But today, it was like, oh god, it was so good. It was like a braingasm watching the episode. I was so hyped for it. And just to see Itadori have a little power up and bust out the black flash, like, oh, I feel like it is a new step for Shonen, to be honest. I mean, they're just doing everything right so far. Like, they're powering up the main characters, but it's not too fast that, like, you know, it's not like Sword Art Online level fast for, like, fucking 3 episodes in, he's, like, 1 versus fucking 10,000, and he's just shitting on everybody. He's still not the strongest, but, oh, God, the way they're making the story out right now, I think, is just at the right speed. But I haven't read the manga. I'm not like a manga or manga reader, however you want to pronounce it. I just watch anime, you know. I'm more of a casual anime fan. But today, I was really fucking blown away by episode 20. And I have to say, all what I thought before about it being overrated, I've just got to say that it's just not true. My friend asked me about 3 days ago now. He was like, oh, I'm thinking of watching Jujutsu Kaisen. I haven't started yet. Everyone's saying it's really good. And I was like, yeah, don't watch it. It's kind of trash. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It's a bit overrated in my opinion. And now, I haven't spoken to him since, but now I'm gonna be like, yo, watch that shit. It is fire. Because, honestly, my opinions have been changed so drastically. And I don't even know why that is, but we all have to agree that the soundtrack, regardless if you like the series or not, the soundtrack has always been the bomb. Like, that shit is fucking sick. Whoever they basically got in to do all of the music for the series, like I'm talking the outro, the intro, just any like generic music they use in certain scenes, is so good. And the outro song alone, I don't know about you guys, it just puts me in a good mood, man. I feel like it makes me feel so fucking good when I hear the outro song. I'm like, oh yeah, I know, it's fucking Jujutsu Kaisen. And even before, when I thought it was overrated, I did rate the music they used. I still think that shit is fire. Like, probably some of the best out of a lot of animes, well, shonen animes at least out there. And now I kind of want to talk about the animation. I think the animation of the fight scenes, especially the bare-knuckled fight scene, as I was talking about against Todo, where he's kind of powering up, the quality of the animation there was so crisp. Like, seriously, I still don't really like the fight scene against the special grade curse with that like stitched on his face. I think that was a little overhyped on Twitter and shit. Everyone's getting so hyped up about it. I wasn't the biggest fan. Like, I was kind of like, if I compared that to episode 19 of Demon Slayer, in my opinion, episode 19 Demon Slayer was like way more crisp in terms of just the entire fight and animation quality. Like, I didn't see what everyone was getting like a fucking boner over. Like, chill out. It was okay, but they'd been hyping that fight up for like the last 3-4 episodes, from episode 8 or 9 up to around episode 12. So for that kind of hype, I was like, it's not really that good, considering Demon Slayer's whole fight with Rui was hyped up for around the similar length of time, like 3-4 episodes. I still don't think it was that great. Whereas the recent fight scene, or fight scenes rather, in Jujutsu Kaisen hasn't been hyped up for as much, like as long, and they are delivering, in my opinion. They are fucking delivering. If we compare that shit to Promised Neverland Season 2, Promised Neverland Season 2 is hands down failing after, you know, they came back from a break, obviously after Season 1. Even though we are still in Season 1 Jujutsu Kaisen, they took that 3 weeks off, and they've come back with absolute fire episodes left, right, and centre every week. So, I've got to say, if you guys haven't watched it yet, you better check fucking Jujutsu Kaisen out, because it seriously is so good. And even though I did think it was overrated before, I definitely don't think it's overrated now. I still don't know if it should be get the Anime of the Year award. I mean, obviously it did. I don't know if it's quite good enough to be Anime of the Year, but it is definitely a good contender. You know, there's a lot to like about the series. But there's also, a couple of things that I think could be improved a bit, but that's more down to personal opinion. As I said, I am no fucking artist, so the art style stuff that's more, you can't please everybody kind of stuff. But yeah, if you guys haven't checked it out, I'd suggest you do so. And hopefully, if you're still watching and haven't seen it, you know, you haven't been spoiled too much. You're still willing to watch it because it's definitely worth the watch. But I'll leave it there. And it's been Attack on Anime. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.